Hello everyone and welcome to your second royal reading of today. It's a Saturday, it's the day before Prince Harry's 40th birthday, and as I always do, I'm going to be doing a 12 card birthday reading for Prince Harry, looking at the year ahead. It's a milestone birthday, 40th. He's now officially middle-aged, a balding middle-aged man, alienated from his family, seemingly a bit lost. That is, of course, my opinion. He's having a bad weekend. I can't recall having done a birthday reading for anyone in quite such desperate circumstances. Bad weekend thanks to the Hollywood Reporter and the hit piece on the Harkles, particularly Meghan, but Harry being accused of being her enabler, Duchess Difficult and her enabler. So, this weekend, we first heard, of course, there was going to be the big birthday bash. Well, first of all, he was going to the UK for his birthday, and then there were no takers for that. He was going to spend a month in the UK reconnecting with all his old mates. Nothing. Then we were going to have a massive party in Montecito with all the A-list celebrities, including the Beckhams. Nothing. It's been scaled down to a small private party with family and friends, and then the has-been is going off hiking with some of his male friends, and there's a lot of speculation that the only friend that might be doing that hike with him is his bodyguard. I think his name is David Langdon. I'm not sure about that, might have got it wrong, but that's the Daily Mail for you. They did a piece on him today, Harry's only friend. So it's all a bit sad, it's all a bit desperate. I have the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot on the tarot table today. A bit tongue-tied. It's been a busy day, busy time of year for me. Work. And so let's see, 12 card reading. We're going to look at Harry based on the 12 houses of the zodiac and see what we can find out for the year coming for Harry. I'll talk you through the cards as I go along. I won't explain it before, I've chatted enough. And of course, as always, let's remember, this is tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all opinion, my opinion. It's all speculation. I just read energy here. It's archetypal energy because I'm dealing with archetypal royal family, where we learn lessons and we see how their lives evolve and how that reflects on our lives and how we handle situations. Emperor in reverse is showing up. You can't see it, but I can. Ooh, flying cards. That was the Five of Swords that went flying. I'm going to shuffle them back in and then we're good to go. So Harry's 40th birthday. It's been quite the decade for him. Met his lovely wife, cough, cough. Married, children, cough, cough. Escaped the drudgery and the cruelty and the oppression of the British royal family, cough, cough. And made his new life in Montecito, which might not be going that well right now. So, always have to think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you can sort of see them. It does look a bit weird. It's meant to be round, but we can't do round with this camera angle. So we do the best we can. We do squished. And I think there we are, more or less. And underlying energy is a signifier for him in this year. And that's a very potent card, a very unexpected card. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is love. Love, love, love. Declaration of love, new love. It can be apologies as well, reconciliation. That kind of energy could be coming through in that card. That possibly in the year ahead, he might be trying to reconnect with people he's fallen out with. That at this milestone birthday, he's thinking about people he's fallen out with. He went, of course, back to his uncle-in-law's funeral and met with family, would have seen people, heard people's opinions maybe. Interesting energy. Interesting energy. So, his public profile, how is that going to go? Public profile, 8 of Pentacles. focused on doing good works, didn't he tell the BBC? So there it is. He is going to knuckle down and he's going to try and look busy with that 8 of Pentacles. He's going to be connecting with all his charities. I think a lot of this Ace of Cups is that kind of energy of, look, see, I'm such a nice dear thing, and all I care about is uplifting people and helping people and be, you know, continuing the legacy of Mummy Diana. It's in there, but yeah, working. He obviously needs to earn some money too with that Ace of Pentacles. He's getting the big payday from his great grandmother. Allegedly, there's you know, lots of dispute about that. But it does seem like there is some money forthcoming. But it looks as if he is going to be busy instead of lolling about in Montecito playing video games. Money. He's got the big payday. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. Money going out as fast as it's coming in. Hard times. Hard times, and that's why he's hustling there with that Ace of Pentacles, trying to show everybody busy. Give me money, because I'm so busy. I can be good for you. I can be a good patron for Invictus. I can be a good chimpo. I can do whatever else I do. Busy. But 5 of Pentacles is the card of exile, banishment, and financial difficulty, even ruin. As you can see, it's quite self-explanatory, that 5 of Pentacles. So struggles, big financial worries in this coming year, and he doesn't really have big payday left apart from late Queen Mother's money, and it looks like that could disappear quite smartly if it exists. Sibling Prince William. Harry, Knight of Wands. Harry is going to be trying to fix this. I don't say he's going to succeed, but Harry is the one who's going to be traveling. Knight of Wands, travels, flies in. Suddenly there he is. I think he might be going to spend quite a lot of time in the UK or around the world. Look, see, I'm busy. If William's doing Earthshot in Cape Town, Harry's going to pop up. If not in Cape Town, then Botswana, Lesotho. We've talked about that. But it looks as if Harry is, there's two things going on here. I get this feeling that he's going to try and compete with Prince William by doing the royaling. Busy. So they did talk about 12 tours that they've got lined up. It could be, which would mean divorce is off for the foreseeable future if they've got to do this and prove that they're the best royals at royaling ever. But it could be that he tries in sort of quite clumsy ways to ingratiate himself again, showing up. Maybe Prince William's playing polo. Oh, surprise, there's Harry popping up unexpectedly. It's like the pop-up prince. I'm getting that feeling. It's very Harry, that red-haired, hot-headed, impetuous, impulsive prince, the Knight of Wands. So I think he is going to be trying to do some reconciliation, but I think he's also going to be all out competing with Prince William in ways that are annoying and obvious, because the Knight of Wands isn't a subtle energy at all. So let's look at the home. Montecito. Ace of Pentacles, that could be the big payday that's come in. We might hear about an upgrade. Something like that. New home. New forever home. I don't know how many forever homes they've had, but we might hear about a new forever home. She might spend that money as fast as it lands in his bank account with that Ace of Pentacles. Whether it's the new home in the UK, because of course he's been booted as Councillor of State quite obviously now on the royal family website, where only working royals are allowed to be Councillor of State. It states that quite clearly on the website now. So it might be that new house is purchased somewhere or given to them somehow. We hope not given to. We hope not given by the king. It's a birthday present. Here, have a new house in down the road from Highgrove. He was allegedly looking at property in the UK at some stage. But that tells me we're in for a big purchase or a big gift or a big something. Please let it not be Royal Lodge or something like that. Please, please, please. But it's worrying me, that card, as you can probably tell. How about work? We've got the Eight of Pentacles on the table. Look, I'm so busy. See, I'm busy. I'm not lazy. I'm not a grifter. I'm not a talentless whatever. No, not work. Sorry, we haven't got to work yet. I've skipped one. It's because it's squished. Children. Ooh. Secrets coming out. High Priestess in reverse. Something might come out about them. Pregnancy card, conception card, women's mysteries card, herself as well, the wife in her great mystery and her secrets and her silence about things that we should know quite a lot about, coming out. That's how I read that card in reverse. Normally I try and be as consistent as possible with the way I read these cards on this royal channel. So if I repeat myself ad nauseam, it's because I've got pathways that are kind of laid down for how I communicate, or how instructions come through these cards for me, and that's one of them. It's a mysterious card. It can be quite difficult to read, but I read it, secrets coming out, especially around pregnancy and things like that in this royal sphere. So, now to the work thing that I was jumping ahead to. Work, day-to-day life, busy. Eight of Pentacles. I can't. Heavy. It's going to be hard, this, because I don't think he's used to actually working. I think he's used to having minions who did it for him, and now there aren't any minions. They've all left and they've all gone to talk to the Hollywood Reporter. So 10 of Wands, struggling on his own. Used to having staff, used to having stuff, and there's only so much you can do with ChatGPT in terms of writing letters and business plans and stuff like that, marketing campaigns. At some stage, you've got to have your own initiative and do it yourself. That's a do it yourself card, but finding it very difficult. Finding his day-to-day life, his work life, burdensome, lonely, very heavy. Never expected it to be like this. Expected to go to Hollywood. Well, I think thought he was going to Africa to save whatever. But has landed up in Hollywood. And I don't think it's a natural fit for him. So struggling, very much a struggling card. Heavy energy. Got some very heavy energy in this reading with the Five of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. And then some 2 new starts and sitting under each other. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something going on here that this turning 40 is making him think that he needs to change something. But we're going to get to the card of change. We have to hop through the marriage first of all. The partnership, the marriage. Oh, it's dead, but they're not going to be able to acknowledge it. Four of Swords. It's over. It's so over. I've got fingers squeezing my heart, a cold fingers squeezing my heart as I say that. Four of Swords, end, heartbreak, ruin, having to heal, having to go away and lick your wounds. But it's in reverse. Can't do that because has to be out and about. I'm doing good. I'm Mr. Charity. I'm Mr. Invictus Games. I'm the chimpo. I'm the best royal that ever was. Prince William is no good. I'm better, and so on and so on and so on. And so we're going to see, I suspect, unfortunately for us, more of these 4 royal tours, more of the hand clutching, more of the pretend relationship that I think we can all see through, and every now and then the mask slips, not hers, his. Well, she does look at him with absolute scorn. She can't conceal that, in my opinion, but it looks as if they're going to, the dead horse, they're going to just flog it and flog it and flog it and flog it because they need the money and they can't admit defeat. It's a card of not being able to admit defeat when it's in reverse. It's already shown up once today. It's showing up again in this reading. Showed up in the previous reading as well, in reverse. Change. transformation, dealing with power as well. And we've heard about another Ace of Swords. Wow. He's sitting down, he's having a big think about his life, as much of a think as he's capable of having. There was a nasty comment somewhere about him changing his mind as long as there's a mind to change. Is that kind of energy that is coming through for me. The Ace of Swords is about telling your truth and being decisive and incisive and having a strategy and going forward in a whole new way. It looks as if he's sitting with his little journal, his notebook, and he's saying, in future I'm going to do it like this. This is what I want my future to be. They are big manifestors. Well, she's got the vision board. So he's perhaps writing his own vision and putting it on the vision board. I get that quite powerfully with this Ace of Swords, that he's sitting there and he's strategizing and saying, this is what I want for my next 40 years. I don't want same old, same old. I don't want to be cut out. I don't want to be sidelined. I don't want to be alone and burdened and having to work so hard. I need new. And so that's what he wants. And it's a very interesting card because what's held aloft in that Ace of Swords is the crown. He's not letting go of this idea that he should be a working royal. And I'm not saying, don't panic, I'm not saying that he's going to be allowed to be a working royal, but he still sees himself as a working royal. The Ace of Swords is vision. And that is his vision of himself. His sense of self is completely caught up in this notion that he's the best royal that ever was. And he wants to go back to royaling very much. So let's see foreign trips. It's also publishing, but I think publishing, been there, done that. Paperback coming out, unchanged version of Spare. So who cares? Foreign travel, those tours. What are we going to see? Ooh. Magician in reverse. Not going to go the way he hopes with that Magician in reverse. If he's trying to manifest trips, then he's going to run out of options. I would say people who bamboozled. We've had bamboozling already, in my opinion, with the Colombian tour in particular. But with that Magician card in reverse, they might run out of options of people that they can persuade that it's a good idea to host Harry and Meghan in their country at vast expense, while Meghan wears very inappropriate outfits and Harry looks surly, and they don't bring anything, they don't bring any money, they don't bring any value, they don't bring tourists. They bring negative attention, criticism, scorn, all of that kind of stuff. And that is not allegedly, because that is what I have observed and many people have commented along those lines. So failure to manifest, but also because it is PR, it's the trickster card when it's in reverse, it using those tours for their narrative, to persuade people, to convince people that they are more special and more important than they really are. It's not one of my favorite cards, the Magician in reverse, especially at an archetypal level. If you've ever dealt with these archetypes directly, you might know what I mean. So let's look at the 10th card, the 10th house, career, status, importance, government. We've had government dealings. I was thinking more of Councillor of State and things like that, but there is of course that court case in the United States that hasn't been resolved yet, the visa, whatever. What does universe? Failure, losing. Black Belt Barrister had an interesting little video on his channel yesterday talking about the idea that he might lose, or the government, the US government, might lose this case. Heritage Foundation might win. The Six of Wands in reverse is a card of failure, loss. No triumph or return for you. No applause. No acclaim. No ticker tape parade. None of that. So he's not going to, if it's about the Councillor of State thing, he's not going to be able to go back to the UK, much as he wants to go back and be Mr. Important. He's not going to be allowed to do it. He might lose a security case against the British government because it's government. 10th house involves government. He might lose that visa thing. Not that he's a party in that case, but it's about him, so it might look very bad. So I think that there's some bad situations coming for the has-been. Caught a glimpse of how out of alignment this all is still on the camera. Anyway, never mind. Friends. Reconciling with friends. Lonely. Oh, such regret. Such regret about the friends he's lost. And this makes me feel quite ill. That sickening feeling that I've had quite a few times in this reading, that 5 of Cups, it's hitting him. I think it's really going to hit him on his birthday tomorrow as I'm doing this reading, that there's no one there. Prince William isn't going to be phoning. Pa might send something. Elton John apparently is sending flowers. But the friends, the real friends, the friends from long ago, those friends who cautioned against that hasty marriage, those friends are nowhere to be found, and he's feeling it. He really is feeling it. He would like to fix this because the card is in the reverse, this regret. And we have this Ace of Cups in the middle, that his focus might really be on trying to reconcile with people that he has offended, hurt, betrayed, abandoned, all of those things. I think there's a bit of that energy of each of those words in his relationships. That's my opinion, of course. Trying hard might be too late with that 5 of Cups. I think for many people it's too late. Too much damage done. And I think he is beginning to realize it, and I think that his 40th birthday, without any of those friends around, and possibly with people that aren't his friends but are her friends, invited to party, not people he actually wants to be spending his birthday with, might really make him think about this. 12th house is the hidden house. Things, it can be mental health, it can be your subconscious, it can be fears, it can be frustrations about not being seen, things that we don't see, things we don't know, hidden stuff. What's going on here? He's on the verge of a collapse. 7 of Wands, and it's in reverse. That's a card of someone who's incredibly vulnerable, very beaten down, no longer able to defend themselves, not sure of their path, because upright, it's I'm right. I can defend myself because I'm right. I'm on the high ground here, and you can try and push me down, but I'm right. I've got that position that I can maintain. And it's in reverse, vulnerable. We've got the 6 of Wands in reverse. Now we've got the 7 of Wands. Defeated, vulnerable, easily overwhelmed. Behind the scenes, no matter what is being sent to People magazine and the BBC and wherever else, these things about how happy he is, and he's living his best life and doing the things he wanted to do, and blah blah, children, marvelous. Doesn't mention marriage, as a few commentators have pointed out. No mention of her. He's in trouble. He might be in trouble mentally, and in terms of mental health, he might be in big trouble there. He might just be in big trouble. It's the card of institutions, mental institutions, penal institutions. He might be in more trouble than we know. And there's a lot of speculation around that visa case. For some reason, I'm drawn back to that visa case. There was things that might have really been compromising if they were revealed, and that's why the ex parte order has come through and it's been sealed, and we're not allowed to know what's in it. There was potential trouble in there, reputational trouble. Apparently, and from what I can recall, and if I am misremembering, I apologize. I don't mean anything negative by that. So just to make sure that that is said. But this is a troubling reading. There are some extremely difficult cards in it for a 40th birthday reading. The financial aspect of the Five of Pentacles, the children with the High Priestess in reverse, the work-life balance, terrible, 10 of Wands, the marriage, terrible, 4 of Swords in reverse, the overseas trips, manipulative, failing to manifest, the government, the status, 6 of Wands in reverse, the friends, 5 of Cups in reverse, mental health, hidden stuff, subconscious urges, 7 of Wands in reverse. He's trying to put a brave face on it with that 8 of Pentacles and show us that he's out there doing his best. But I really think that he wants to reconcile, he wants a fresh start, and we might see it. That Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. We might see a shift to the UK, some change, he might buy his own property somewhere, maybe an apartment in New York, maybe a house in Africa somewhere, something like that. But there's something, he's thinking about something new and solid, like he wants something of his own, somewhere of his own. And of course, the 4 of Swords in reverse for the marriage, dead, long dead. But we are not allowed to see it. They will not admit that this is the situation. Not yet. Anyway, that's your reading. Happy birthday, Prince Harry. And I will hopefully see you again tomorrow.